watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Love. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And taken right on the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Give me that ball. Hey, high 7. Kill it. Slam. 36. Kill it. You got tight. Right there. Hey, chill.
Fitzpatrick. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, 5-0.
Mike 55. In your face.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Jim, go Jim.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Regular.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Yeah. You don't want none. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We gon' play.
At their own 19-yard line.
Got it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Pollard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw on 3rd down. Love. And he finds Cook. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. On second down now, Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field. Of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Watch the pass.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Strong. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. All you get is a headache.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Hey, color. 56. Check 56. Hey, dude.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Diggs. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the score. Vikings 7, Saints nothing.
180.
Hey, keep it up.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 14.
47 is the mic. Go.
Check, 47. Rip right. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Hey, tight.
Hey, shift.
On second and 11 now. Fitzpatrick looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Safety's block it. Check 50. Hey, see it.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, it's Pollard. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it.
Cook stripped. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down. Now Pollard. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
15 line. 15 line. Hey.
Check nickel.
Deep grip.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Tony Pollard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Here we go.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
34. Go ahead.
Fitzpatrick now. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Chad Beebe that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Here I come.
Wait. Hey, Charlie.
Hey,
Jim.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Fitzpatrick. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. First down, Fitzpatrick. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Bravo.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. 3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Regular. Watch the run.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 15 Lonnie. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 1st and 10, Love airing this one out for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go.
To throw again. Love. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Jim, go Jim.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. The left side caught by Diggs. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 46.
Hey, Haywood.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hey, color. Hey, 5-0.
Check 52. Check 24.
Go ahead.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw, Fitzpatrick looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver, complete. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Fitzpatrick again. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that's going to tie things at 20. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, Chip.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
42 to mark, 42 down. Here we go, Steve. Here I come. 42.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
What happened?
On 3rd down, Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth, now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mike 7, let's go. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike's 4-2.
Wow, good move. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 30.
Off play action. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Pollard again. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check it back.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal at the Vikings 1-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Go. 36.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now here's Pollard, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run it again with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw. Love. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. No. Off. Check 20.
Hey, 5-0. X3, 218, chopper. Gonna go 5-0 here? Hey, Echo.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
I got you, punk. Yeah.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. He's got Smith here. A game there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
47's the mic, 47.
There you go,
From the 36, Fitzpatrick. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 27.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Bravo! Stop your body. Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 42's Mike, 42. Right.
To throw on 2nd down. Love airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's checking quick.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
PPP.
Here's Fitzpatrick. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
56,
Hey, Delta.
So we got man. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the screen.
Fitzpatrick. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56.
Hey, over.
56.
Hey, Jim.
Now Fitzpatrick. The throw complete to Beebe. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
47.
Hey, 20.
Is the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
That's left.
Cry all the way back home. Hey, check Mike.
Bravo.
Check Mike 47. Check pass. Check pass.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Blue Dan. Blue Dan. Switch.
34. Hey, wahoo.
Mike's 47.
Fitzpatrick to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, it's a massive weight off their shoulders as they finally get that first win here in Week 16. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.